Elias stands outside a coffee shop. It's almost midnight. The lights inside are warm. The street is quiet. He doesn't open the door. He opens his phone. He taps, add $25. The app glows. A new balance appears. No coffee has been ordered. No cup exists. No barista has touched a single bean. But the money is already gone. So here's the question almost nobody asks. What did he just buy? Not a coffee. There is no coffee. Not a service. Nothing has been done for him yet. What he bought in that one tap is something stranger. He bought a number that can only spend itself in one place. And the moment he did that, something quiet shifted in his relationship with his own money. This is not a video about coffee. It's about a moment most people never see. The moment money leaves your account before you've actually decided what to buy. Starbucks is not a bank. Legally, financially, regulatorily, it is not a bank. But parts of how it works behave a lot like one. And once you understand that, you stop seeing a coffee shop. You start seeing a system built around the gap between your money and your decision. If you want to understand the hidden systems behind money, brands, pricing, apps, status, and the small daily behaviors that shape modern life, this is what the Elias principle is about. We don't explain companies. We show you the machine underneath them. Think about how a normal coffee purchase works. You walk into a shop, you order, you pay. The money leaves your account in the same second the cup leaves the counter. Decision, payment, product, all in one motion. Your brain registers the cost. The cup is in your hand. The transaction is closed. That's how money is supposed to feel when you spend it. Slightly uncomfortable, slightly final. Now look at what happens when Elias uses the app. He's not at the counter. He's not ordering. He's not even sure what he wants today. But he taps, add $25. The money leaves his bank account immediately. It does not pay for coffee. It becomes something else. It becomes a Starbucks balance. A number that lives only inside the app. A number that cannot buy gas or rent or groceries. It can only buy what Starbucks decides to sell. And this is where something quietly changes. Because money in your bank account still feels like money. It has options. It has weight. But money inside the app no longer feels like money. It feels like a balance. A balance wants to be used. A balance is already spent. Spending it doesn't feel like losing dollars. It feels like using what's already there. That's not a small psychological detail. That's the entire engine of what comes next. Now zoom out from Elias. Imagine millions of people doing exactly what he just did. Loading $5, $20, a gift card from a friend, a reload from a paycheck. Every small balance sitting inside the same ecosystem. In Starbucks' fiscal 2025 results, the line called stored value card liability and current portion of deferred revenue was around $1.8 billion. The year before, almost the same number. That's not profit. That's not a bank deposit. But it is customer money and customer value sitting inside the company's system, waiting to come back as coffee. Let's be careful here. That money is not Starbucks to spend however it wants. It's reported as a liability. It corresponds to coffee, food, gift cards, and rewards that the company still owes its customers. But here's the part that matters. While it sits there, it is inside Starbucks, not in your account, not in your wallet, not available for anything else. It moves on Starbucks' timeline now, not yours. And here's where the story gets more interesting. Not every balance gets used. People lose gift cards. People forget about small amounts. People download the app once, load $10, and never come back. Over time, the company estimates how much of that loaded money will probably never be redeemed, and a portion of it gets recognized as revenue. It's called breakage. In fiscal 2024, Starbucks reported around $187 million in breakage revenue from company-operated stores, plus another $20 million from licensed stores. The year before that, more than $200 million. Think about what that means. You paid for coffee, you never drank it, and the value of that uncollected coffee eventually becomes part of the company's earnings. It's not a scam, it's not theft, it's accounting. Customers loaded the money, customers never came back. The company can't owe coffee forever to people who will never claim it. So at some point, the obligation ends. The number moves from "we owe this" to "this is ours." Quiet, legal, built into the design. But most balances don't disappear. They linger, and that's where the system becomes elegant. Elias buys a drink. The drink costs $4.58. His balance was $25. Now it's $20.42. 6 visits later, his balance is $3.42. $3.42 is not enough for tomorrow's coffee. But it's not nothing. It's a small voice in the back of his head that says, "You already paid for part of it." And the only way to get that voice to stop is to come back. A leftover balance is not just stored value. It is a reason to return. And that's the part the app understands better than the customer does. The cents that don't matter to you matter to the system. Because every small balance is a small magnet. It pulls you back. It makes the next visit feel like you're not really spending. You're just using what's left. And then you add $5 more. And the loop starts again. Now, layer in rewards. Every dollar you spend earns stars. Stars accumulate. Stars unlock free drinks, free food, birthday treats, surprise offers. The app shows you a progress bar. You can see how close you are. You can almost taste the next reward. And without realizing it, your brain has stopped thinking about money. It's thinking about progress, about how close it is, about finishing what it started. Spending stops feeling like spending. It starts feeling like advancing. Then there's the menu. Tall, grande, venti. 3 names for 3 sizes, designed to sound like a small Italian opera instead of small, medium, large. And inside that vocabulary, the prices climb gently. A few cents more for the next size up, a few cents more for the one after that. Once you're already inside the loop, once the money has already left your account, the upgrade feels weightless. It's not a new spend, it's just a slightly bigger sip of what you already paid for. And then there's the cup itself, the name written on the side, the drink customized with your milk, your syrup, your foam, your shot count. The order becomes yours in a way that no other coffee chain quite replicates. The drink is no longer a product, it's a portrait. And portraits are easier to pay for than products. Because once a thing feels personal, the price feels personal too. You're not paying $5 for coffee, you're paying $5 for your coffee. So let's put the whole picture together. You preload money into the app. The money leaves your account but stays inside the brand. You order a drink. You customize it. You earn stars. You finish the cup. A few dollars and cents remain on your balance. Those cents pull you back tomorrow. You reload to round it up. The stars get closer to the next reward. The drink gets slightly bigger. And every cycle, the loop tightens. And this is the part most people never name out loud. When you tapped, add $25, you didn't buy coffee. You bought a position inside a closed spending environment, a position that earns you nothing in return for the time your money sits there, a position you can only exit by consuming, a position that turns small leftovers into return visits, and return visits into habit, and habit into something the company can predict, plan around, and measure in billions. And once you see it here, you start seeing it everywhere. The rideshare app that asks you to add credits, the food delivery service with the prepaid membership, the streaming bundle that auto-renews, the store that gives you a gift card with bonus value. Different brands, same architecture. They all want the same thing. They want your money to arrive before your decision does, because the company that holds the money first holds the choice second. And if this is the kind of lens you want to build, the lens that sees the system before the surface, subscribe to the Elias principle before the next system hides in plain sight. Now let's be fair. None of this is illegal. None of this is hidden in a vault. Starbucks publishes its financials. Customers use the app because the app is convenient. The rewards are real. The coffee is real. The personalization is real. Nobody is stealing anything from anyone. The point isn't that the system is evil. The point is that the system exists, and most customers never see it. They see a cup. They see a name. They see a star. They don't see the architecture behind the tap. So what changes once you see it? Not much, maybe. You might still load the app. You might still order the grande. You might still earn the stars. But you'll know something the system would rather you didn't think about. You'll know that the transaction didn't start at the counter. It started the moment your money left your account for a balance that can only spend itself in one place. That single awareness is the difference between being inside a system and being moved by one. Back to Elias. The cup is in his hand now. His name is on the side. The drink is exactly how he likes it. The stars are a little higher than yesterday. The balance is $3.42. He thought he came here for coffee. He came here for a cup. He stayed for a system. Because here's what most people never put into words. Starbucks does not just sell coffee. It holds the money before the coffee exists. The drink is what you taste. The loop is what you live in. And once you see one loop like this, you start noticing the others. The apps, the memberships, the credits, the points. They all want the same thing, to arrive before your decision does. The coffee was never the product. The decision was.